Hey all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and we've been busy. You might be able to see a little bit in the distance. We're going to head over there, take a look at what's going on, maybe go recover that unknown signal, but first we have to get started, so let's go. Hello everybody. So yes, basically we have been busy mining lots and lots of stuff. Need to get those back. Thank you. Wait for them to refill. There we go. And let me show you what we have been up to. So last time we were together, we were working on the underground tunnel, heading out to the area that I want to set up for our spaceport kind of thing, right? Our larger hangar / spaceport area. We need to start also considering upgrading our power systems inside the base because, well, we've gotten to the point where we're not running out of power so much, but we're burning through uranium much faster than we need to. So I'm thinking we're going to put in a power system or a power station. Are you... Let's see what we get. Leopard grinder. I don't know if I actually have that one yet or not. We know the parachute hatch is actually empty, so we're not going to worry too much about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out of here. And that's our cargo container, so careful. Let's not blow up the uranium. Alright. New miner. Alright. So the rest of this is just scrap metal. We're not really worried about it. One iron plate or one steel plate really isn't enough to worry everything about, so we're just going to head back. Now, what you may have seen or may have noticed... Oh, why are we low on oxygen out here? Have they done something with the planet where the planet is now low O2 if you're not like directly over the water? I don't know. But okay, so as you can see, we have a giant hole out here. So what we have been doing is, see if we can do this without killing ourselves. Oh, that was close. Alright. So we've gone ahead, we ringed the area, we brought the miner down, and we basically hollowed out the area down there. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of a ridge in the middle. We'll go fix that a little bit later. I'll probably do that off camera. Because that much mining, I don't know, it's about 2 hours worth of work using the, the mining rig. But we did have to come down, and I kept getting dogs breaking. I basically had the hallway here, and the dogs kept breaking it. So what I've done is I went ahead and firmed up the area right here to keep the dogs from basically digging in. But now that I've undercut this a bit, it shouldn't be such an issue. Eventually we will have a lid over this so that the whole thing will have a roof. It'll have a retractable roof on it. Alright, so that's what we've been working on for hours. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We know that this is... That was our oopsie tunnel, because we basically did not go the way we had intended. We started digging a little bit up. So alright, so this is our tunnel out to the space dock area. The spaceport, I should say. We have a little bit of a ramp up. And this takes you back into the area that you're a little bit more familiar with. If you head out that way, that'll take you to the underground mine areas. We have our antenna, and we have our assemblers and refineries. Okay. So our entire base, regardless of where it's at, everything attached to this grid is powered by this one small reactor. Now, if you look at the status of the reactor, right, we're only putting out 240-ish kilowatts right now. 500. So when everything is like peak running, you're looking at somewhere around 500 kilowatts. Now this thing can put out 15 megawatts. That's not a problem. Where we're going to run into it is when we start building the space dock area out there, that hangar port. We're going to run into a problem with the system basically going to need a lot of power, because we're going to put assemblers out there, or more importantly, we're going to put welders out there, and the welders take a ridiculous amount of power. So we're going to need to upgrade some things. One of them is the reactor, but first we need to get that stuff out there done. So what we're going to do, let's go grab some steel plates. Lots and lots of steel plates. Actually, how many steel plates do I have? Well, obviously, I don't have enough on me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop off all the non-steel plates. Actually, that's a better drill. I didn't have... huh? Really? Better welder. But I don't have a better grinder. Actually, you know what? I think it's time to upgrade our tools. What can we make? We can make one of those. Let's see if we have the resources to make this. Oh, you need platinum for this, for the tier 3s. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of that, because we don't have platinum. Obviously, we're not on. We don't have asteroids turned on, or meteors turned on, so we don't get the free loot from space. And we'll add a grinder to that. What's it missing? It says we're missing cobalt, but I don't think I thought we had cobalt. Okay, we don't have cobalt. Oh, now I know we have cobalt in the area. Let's take a look really quick. Sorry, I decided at the last minute I wanted to do a little bit of let's show you on HUD. Show you on HUD. And let's see which is the closest cobalt we have. So we have cobalt over there with the iron and everything. So I think that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be the closest. Alright. So let's go ahead and turn off the other GPS areas. Which one was that? Okay. So turn that off. We can turn these off because we really don't need them anymore. In fact, let's go ahead and delete these. It's one less thing we have to sort through when we're doing stuff in the world. Alright, so let's go grab some cobalt really quick. Because I know we have some over here. No, before I forget. Oh, we can use that, with that, and that. Alright. So they were nice enough to give us a new drill, so let's go ahead and use it. Now there should be some cobalt in this area somewhere. Because I thought we had actually. There's iron. Now, didn't we have some? I thought we had cobalt over here. Do I need to go in through? Alright. More iron, lots of iron, lots of iron. Nickel. And there should be some cobalt over here somewhere, right? Or not. Oh, there it is. Yes, I know I can get to it by going into the mine, but I don't want to go all the way back. And then have to come all the way back here anyway, so. Almost there. There we go. Lots of cobalt. That is more than enough cobalt for what I want. Oop, grabbed a little bit of stone in there too. That's okay, we can throw the stone back out. Did we pick up more stone? We picked up more stone. Look at this. Alright, that works. At some point I will actually set up the mining system so that we have everything, so we're actually pulling in all of the resources we need, and we may work on that a little bit. So first off, let me go ahead and drop this stuff off, get it refined, get our new tools in place, and I will bring you right back. All right, see you shortly. And welcome back. So we've gone ahead, queued up like 10,000 seal plates or so. Actually, did I bring any milk? Yeah, it's been one of those days. Alright. So let's find... Come on. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab all the plates that we can carry, because we're going to use pretty much all of these at some point, right? So I'm thinking I do want to bring this along with us. I keep forgetting where I mounted the cockpit on this. Yay! Right. So let me walk you through what we're planning here. So this corner, we're going to have basically our control tower and the surface entrance to this area. What this will do is it'll give us an area where we'll have our, like I said, we'll have our little control tower coming up, overlooking the entire operation. And then over here, I'm thinking we're going to have the area for our surface landing area. So basically this will be kind of like an above ground, I don't know, I guess habitation module would be one of the best ways to say it. And what we're going to do is we're going to have that come out a little bit. And we're going to have a runway here in the middle of the ice lake. So we'll be able to do surface flight as well, I should say atmospheric flyers as well, because I am going to install the atmospheric flight mod, which will have the aerodynamic stuff like with the wings, so we'll actually have a reason to have a runway as well as a taxiing and maybe even a hangar area, like a surface hangar. But this is going to be our large area, our large ship area. So what I'm going to do is I think we're going to build a large transport, or I should say a large block transport that will house here, and then it'll actually be wired in, so we'll actually have conduit running from here, or conveyors running from here all the way back into the main structure. And then from this area, because this is basically going to become the heart of the base, what we're going to do is we're going to dig out a little bit under the ice and probably down a little bit to put in the new generator system. We're going to have a bulk storage area. I'm trying to think where I want to put a bulk storage area. I may put the bulk storage actually directly below the hangar, go down like 5 or 6 large blocks, and come back and then basically put in the things down there. Because we can even put like the manufacturing and everything, refinery down there. So when the ship comes back, or when the large transport comes back, it'll be able to dock up, refuel, reload, and offload any materials that it may be bringing with it. So now one of the things I do want to do is I want to go ahead and get this stuff thinned out a little bit. Let's come up just a little, because we really want to just bring this into roughly the same level as the rest of it. So this is basically what I did for a couple hours off camera. Just basically went back and forth like this until we hollowed all of this out, because I didn't want to make a giant large grid mining craft. So alright, so I think we are, oh hello, Ah, crap. Hate when I do that. Come on, bring it up. There we go. I meant to pan the camera. Alright, so we'll go ahead and smooth this out just a little bit more. See, you start recording, everything goes to crap every time, right? Alright. There, that should be good. And yes, that's... it's close enough, right? We can always come back and fine-tune it with the hand drill. I'm getting impatient because I've been doing this for a couple of hours today, so... And then what we're going to do here is this is actually the end of the tunnel, the passageway that goes back into the base. So this is going to come out, hit this wall, wrap around that way, and then come back over here. And like I said, what this will do is this will be our access point to a surface base here. So maybe I'll put, I don't know, maybe we'll put the reactors up here or something. But I'm going to put hydrogen tanks in. We're going to have a hydrogen processing area. We'll have an oxygen storage area, and I'm thinking some of that's going to be above ground. I mean, we do technically have enough room that we could actually put most of it underground. Alright. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, let's land this thing a little bit. We're going to put this thing down basically in the middle here. Doesn't really matter because it just needs to be here somewhere. Just in case we need it. I'm not expecting to, but you know, best laid plans of mice and all that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing landed. Nice. And we're going to start the work of placing blocks. Lots and lots of blocks. Alright, I'll bring you back when we've got a little bit more done. See you in a bit. And we're back. So I had to come through and level out some stuff here. So what we're doing is we're just basically cutting back some of the wall here. And because it was such a large chunk, I didn't want to have an issue where I was doing it by hand. Because, well, that's just not fun. Alright, so just show you what we've got going on here. This area here, this lowest point, is going to actually be the floor. And what we're doing is we're trying to get an idea of just how much stuff we needed to pull out in order to get this out of here, or to get this whole thing level. And so we now know that we basically are going to have to come through and pull or mine out a bit more, which isn't too bad. I mean, I'll do it off camera. That's not really an issue. But just to give you an idea of where we're going to be, we're looking at about like this for to be the substratal floor, and I'm going to put a level of what is it called? The blast door blocks above it, because they give you a better damage reduction, or better damage resistance than even the heavy armor does. And it doesn't require us to make a crap ton of grids. It's just straight up iron, and it's going to be a lot of it. I mean, let's be honest here. We know that it's going to be a ridiculous amount of iron that we're going to need, and that's fine. I actually am not that worried about it. Let's see, how far back do we need to? Come on. All right. So you are going to go one in from there. Okay, that is actually exactly where I needed to go. How's that for convenient? Alright, so now we're going to drop this down, and again, this is just to get an idea of how much space we're looking at. So you need to go back one more. Alright, so that's going to be, this line here is going to be our back corner, specifically right there. And we'll probably build into like observatories and like residential areas into this, or at least like technician areas where you'll be able to see what's going on. Maybe like a flight control center or something in here. as we get further along. But yeah, that's basically, we now have to go through and fill out this entire bottom area, mine it down so that it's all nice and level. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, I think. Like I said, I've been working on this for a couple of hours today. And while it doesn't look like we've gotten much done, I'm surprised at how much we actually have achieved. But I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. I do my best to get back to you, and I do try to answer everybody's question at some point. If I don't get to you right away, I apologize. It is nothing personal. It's just, it means I ran out of time. And as I am out of time, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific week. And we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. So much steel.